Hello, friends. You are welcome to this part of the series. In our previous part, we talked about a single web page, but in this part, we'll be talking about multiple web page. The difference is that in the single web page, just in a single page, you have home, product, services, and contact. But for this multiple web page, you have them separately. So that's to say that home will have its own separate file. Contact will have its own separate file. Same with the other two. Then even your CSS, you may have file for your CSS as well and your JavaScript. So that's how it's going to work. Then for your image, you may have a folder, a special folder for your image. So now we want the program to create a multiple page website. So what we'll do is that we come to our ChatGPT as usual and say, I want to create a multiple page website that contains home, about us, and contact, right? So after clicking, typing this, you click on the go button. So let's see the result. So our code is ready, and if we look at our code, we have one, the folder structure. We need to understand the folder structure, a clean way to organize our website. So remember, we are dealing with multiple page. So first, if you look at the folder structure, under my website, which is this, you have index.html, right? Let me zoom it a little bit so that we'll see it clearer. Okay, so we have index.html. Now, if we look at it, this index.html is the same as homepage, right? Homepage index means that if among all your file you have index, it means when you launch the site, the first page that the program will come or that will be opened is the index file, which is the same as the home file or the home page file. So instead of using home page, we use index. So when you see index, remember home page. Then you have the about.html and you have the contact.html, so that you see that they are in separate file now, unlike when we're using the single web page. Then this one you have CSS. If you take note, for all these other ones, index.html, about.html, contact.html, but when it comes to CSS, it's not CSS dot anything. So when you see a name without dot, which is without extension, it means that that is a folder. So they don't just want to drop a style file under this folder, which is a CSS, cascading style sheet. So that's why they have to put it under a folder. So in other words, we'll create a folder named CSS, and then we'll put our file, which is our style sheet file, inside that CSS folder, and the name will be style.what CSS. So JS, you also do the same thing. JS here is a folder. JS here means JavaScript. So under JavaScript, we'll place our script, which is script.what.js. Then for images, the same thing. Images will have a folder, and inside that folder, we have logo.png. So you get, so we have three folders inside the my, or we have my website as a folder. So under my website folder, we have the following file: index, about, and contact. Then under that same my website folder, we now have three folders: CSS, JS, and images. So under each of the folder, we have files, which is style, script, and what logo. Hope we get this part. So if we understand this part, then let's go down. We have navigation menu. It says since it's a multi-page site, you will want a navigation bar on each page. So if we check our page, for example, let's go back to let's go to home page. So you see that navigation bar there. Look at this, is the navigation bar we have here, where we have index, about us, contact. So if we come to home page, we'll see same thing there: index, about us, contact, right? So don't mind this one. It's just telling you this information here. That's this navigation menu. It's just telling you that this thing, this bar will be common among all the page, the home or the index, about us and home, about us and the others. So they will have that navigation bar. So now, since we've seen that one, then the next is basic CSS, right? The CSS style or the cascading style sheet, which is named style.css. So these are CSS file. Then we have the first one, home page, and we have the about page, and we have the contact page, right? So we are good to go. Now let's see. We have to copy each file and save them. But first of all, we have to create a folder. Let's create a folder and name it my website, right? So that everything will be well organized. So I'll open my folder now. Let me use okay, let me still use this AI power software. So I'll create a folder here, and I've already copied my website there. So I'll just paste it here. My website. Oh, sorry, it's like I didn't copy it very well. How to rename it? So my website, after creating it, I'll just open it, and this is the folder ready to accept every other file. So let's go back to Chrome. Then the next is the index, about us. Sorry, about and contact. So let's locate them. Where is index? Index is the same as home. So we'll just come here. This is the home page, right? So we'll come here, take copy code, come to our text editor, and a new this thing is already created. So just paste this, then come to file, save as. So we're saving this one as home, which is index, right? So now we are putting it inside my website. So let's open my website. So index, what kind of file? That's hypertext markup language. So we take hypertext markup language, and that one is what? Saved. So if we come to our folder here, we have the index file. Remember, this is my folder, my website index file. So we'll save my index file. So let's go back. We come to, so it's a very simple stuff. Come to about us, copy code, come to your code editor. Then this time you create another page, right? Because this is different from index. So paste, take file, save as, then I think this one should be about us. Yes, about us. So let me see the page, the name they use. So take notes. You see this name in bracket. That's what you should be using. So it's about.html. It's very important. Use the name here, right? Don't just write about us. Use this is the specific name the AI that AI generated that want us it want us to use. So come to the code editor again. So just type about, right? Select the file format, which is hyper text markup language, and everything is still under the same my website. So click save. Then we'll go back for the last page, which is contact us. So copy the code as usual, come here, create a new page, then paste. So I think that one should be contact. Let me confirm. That should be contact. Contact. So the name is contact.html. So in that case, we're using contact. So that we don't get it mixed up. Hypertext markup language. Save, right? Okay. So now we are done with the pages. Now let's look at the table, the folder structure, which is very important. Now, under the folder structure, under this my website folder, we have three folders: CSS, JS, and images. So now let's come to our folder here. So we're going to create the first folder, and this one will be CSS, right? The second folder, this one will be JS, and then the third folder, which is images. Hope you understand what I'm doing. If you don't understand, please ask questions from the comment section. And this one will be no, this will be images. Fine. So we've created the three folders. So now come here. Let's come back to our code. Now let's scroll down. This navigation, this thing, it's common. We are not copying this one. So come to CSS, which is style.css. So this CSS slash means that CSS is the folder, while style.css will be inside CSS. We get that? So copy the code, come to our editor, and just create a new page and paste that code. Then after pasting the code, sorry, hope we copied the right code. Okay, we'll copy the right code. So after pasting the code, then take file, save as. So now we have to select, this is CSS, and we're saving it with the name style. Style, that's the instruction there. So we'll select CSS. So it's inside CSS folder, style. So now, since we are dealing with CSS, we are not saving it with HTML format. We are saving it with CSS format, as we can see here, .css, right? So since it's .css, they will look for cascading style sheets, which is here. So if we check patiently, we can see the cascading style sheet file. So select it and then click save. So if you come to our folder, you see that it's inside the CSS. Now we have style.css, which is important. So let's go for the other ones. We go back to our chatbot, and this is for CSS, which we've done now. So let's move down. After about us, contact us. So I think for now there's no one for JavaScript, and there's nothing for image for the now, right? So since those ones they are not available now, that means we are done. But it doesn't mean we can still add them on our own later, or we can tell ChatGPT to generate something of that. We can tell ChatGPT that we want to include image, so it will give us direction on how to go by the image. So since we are done, what next? Let's go to the folder. Now, like I told you before, the first file that is being opened is index, right? So from here, it will interact with the other. So now let's right click on index file and then select open with, and then take Google Chrome. I prefer using Google Chrome. So now we have welcome to our website. This is the home page content. So if we click home, we're in home. If we click about us, this is about us. We see that the page will change, but you won't notice. It just loaded another page. And if you come to contact, this is what? Contact us. Now, don't get something clear. You can customize it. We can go back to ChatGPT and say, please customize all this. Let me just do it as simple as possible. Let's say, um, let's go back to my ChatGPT and say, please make all pages more beautiful and more beautiful. Let's just make it like this, more beautiful, and then we'll click. So now let's look at the results. So as you can see, this is our result. So it just like repeating the folder structure. Mhm. So this is the folder structure. But let's go down, down, let's go down. So let's say CSS style. So now it's like there are some modifications. If you take note, what we have in the CSS now is more than what we have there before. So what you just do, copy this code, copy code, come back to your code editor, then look at, I still have my CSS file, which is this. So select everything, remove that and replace, and just press Ctrl S to save, right? Take note, I just pasted the code I copied just now. So go back to the other one. We are done with CSS style. Then come to home page, copy code, come back to your editor and take home, which is index. Remember, so this is index. Remove this one and take paste, then save. So since we've saved it with a name before, so that's why we'll just save straight ahead. So we're done with home page. About us, take this one, come to the text editor and look for about. Replace whatever is there. So we'll do the same thing for the last one. This contact page. So contact, so remove everything and then replace with contact. So now let's go back to, let's relaunch our page now. Let's relaunch our page now and see how it looks like. Fine. So you see that it's more beautiful. So home, this is home, this is about us, and this is what? Contact. So see, you can tell ChatGPT to change some specific things. You understand? So maybe you can say, you can tell ChatGPT that you can tell ChatGPT that this blue this thing here, which is on the home, about us, or contact tab, it should just change it. You don't want it blue, you want it something like pink. You can tell ChatGPT and it will change it. You get that? So this is how to create multiple page website. Very simple. You can still add picture, though we didn't add pictures because it's going to consume more time. So I'm just trying to reduce the time. You can add other things, you can add picture. The second, I want you to try some things yourself. I don't just want to show you everything. Try some things so that you get deeper understanding. So that's all for today, and thanks for your patience. And see you in the third, that's the next part, which is, I think that will be the third part. Thank you very much. Good night.